Pakistan threatens Google and Wikipedia for sharing sacrilegious content. Okay, guys, I want you to take one guess about what minority community this involves.
Ahmadi?
Yes,
Oh.
of course it involves anti-Ahmadi bigotry, okay? Of course, because they are so predictable. So okay.
And so much bigotry towards Ahmadis.
Yeah, it's I wish it wasn't so predictable. So Pakistan has sent oh my god, rewind. Pakistan has sent threatening notices to internet giants Google and Wikipedia over sacrilegious content such as caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad and an unauthentic version of the Quran found on the Google Play Store. The Pakistan Telecommunication Authority, or PTA, issued a statement on Twitter declaring concern over, quote, misleading search results associated with, quote, the present Caliph of Islam, referring to a Wikipedia article portraying the current leader of the Ahmadiyya community, Misra Masur Ahman, as a Muslim. The inauthentic Quran that raised alarm amongst Pakistani authorities is a variation of the holy book used by the Ahmadiyya community, which is an extremely persecuted minority in Pakistan. So this is just typical. And then Imran Khan comes before the international stage and condemns, Macron in France for Islamophobia, calls for an international end to Islamophobia when his government's constitution is involved in takfiring an entire minority community. So it's just ridiculous. It's laughable. And it would be even funnier if this anti-Ahmadi bigotry did not result in the targeted assassinations of random Ahmadi civilians in Pakistan, who are literally just murdered on their street, outside of banks, outside of their homes, just for being Ahmadi. And yeah, they are declared non-Muslims by their own freaking government. It's really severe. So do you guys have any
Well, I think one of my favorite lines in the whole article was where it says the Pakistani regulator said that in the case of the platforms, they remain non-compliant. So it seems like, it's almost like a dog and pony show in a way, just to make sure, we just want everybody to know that we hate Ahmadis, Ahmadis, that's basically what it is. And they were saying it's false, it's misleading. It's just very, it seems like, man yells at cloud.
I love Kate.
And it is laughable. It is very laughable. It's 2021 for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Katie is saying, I love Susie's mini quizzes before reading the news and how it's so easy to answer. Yeah. Okay. Obviously the bigotry and violence that this community faces is not funny at all. I take the persecution of religious minorities very seriously. What is funny, patently funny, is Pakistan thinking that Google or Wikipedia gives a crap. Like, oh my god.
Maybe they do. Pakistan is a huge market for them. They saw how China managed to intimidate Facebook, and also Pakistan managed to get Facebook, for example, to go against blasphemy. So they do.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have a lot of people that Facebook, Google, and Wikipedia, they don't want them to be censored over a country that big. So they do have some influence there, more than other countries. So unfortunately, these tech giants might actually listen to them. So we don't know.
It's so frustrating. I remember I went to a hearing of the United States Council on International Religious Freedom earlier in December, and they were talking about how companies that are based in the U.S. that are present themselves to be, typically very progressive, need to be held accountable for the ways in which they bend to really regressive and hurtful policies. Yeah, I think there needs to be more pressure and more calling them out for when they do just crumble to these things, because it's ridiculous.
It's more of this idea that we've been talking about privilege too. Like, so you don't like this, but then go make your own internet search company and run it for free. And you know what I mean? Like, it's just this idea that somehow people's religious sentiment has some sort of special status and is sacrosanct. And it's just not true. And when they cave to things like that, I'm sure that it's not about the religious sentiment. It's about, the religion of money, which is the only true religion because it's the only one everyone believes. To quote, to paraphrase Yuval Harari, but it gives the message that they are submitting to this religious privilege, that they're willing to do that. They're willing to submit.
Do you have any commentary, Armin?
No, I was just showing you guys some of the comments people made. And also subscribe to our newsletter, because if we get removed from all these platforms, at least we could reach out to you. And guys, by the way, if you subscribe to our newsletter, you get a free copy of Where's your copy, Susanna? Get it. We're doing promotion. You get a free, it's not even promotion, it's free. Okay, so if you subscribe to our newsletter, link in the description, you get a free copy of Why There's No God. Come on, like, I'm handing it out for free. Okay, it's a bestseller on Amazon, and you get it for free. So subscribe to our newsletter, and you get a free copy of Why There's No God sent to you. Link in the description.